Okay, testing. All right, now we're back. This is number 29. We unmuted the microphones, unmuted my not my guest. It's Kevin. I have it labeled as guest, sorry. Kevin alongside me. We're here to talk about some Alexa stuff or voice stuff. Um And did I say it's episode 29? I don't know.
Episode 29. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. We got it. We're going to
So
do this glitch free.
I
This
hope
one's,
so.
this is perfect. Golden
I,
standard. One
yep,
take.
exactly. Back to normal, right?
Exactly. Exactly. But speaking of normal, how's your week been?
Not normal.
Not normal. Mine either. Mine either.
Yeah,
Anything?
it's been pretty busy.
Hmm.
Um, even my weekend was busy. It wasn't a normal weekend. It was all go, 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 and I'm looking forward to this long weekend.
Agreed. Agreed. We'll get into what my weekend was. I'll talk about that a little bit later. So,
Okay,
but
sounds good.
yeah, I'm excited for this stream. There was some big. I don't know I'm not sure how you found out about this. Spilling the beans because this was actually my pick as well,
Oh, really?
and it was. This is exactly what I wanted to talk about,
Oh, that's
and
so crazy.
I came across it just accidentally, like on a whim. I was scrolling through a news feed that I have on my phone, and it was kind of like an ad or targeted thing because I look up so much voice tech throughout the day that the magical algorithm has started to like pull those things in. And I'm just scrolling and scrolling, and then I see, the A word, and I'm like, wait, what? Okay. All right, let's look at this article.
Nice.
And sure enough, we're gonna talk about Alexa game control.
Yeah. Um,
This is neat. This is neat.
let me swap things. So yeah, this is not necessarily the article. I just
Mhm.
got the it's straight from Amazon. I'll share it with everyone.
Yep,
I
direct from
actually
the source.
noticed it on um Alexa Games. If you're not familiar with it,
Hmm.
um it's a Alexa Games Discord. My bad.
Oh, okay. Okay, the
Um
channel.
and so Alexa,
Yes,
stop.
yes, we want all the games. Well, that's
um
cool. That's cool that you found it there. That's the perfect spot for that.
for sure, for sure.
Yeah.
So yeah, you get to interact on certain games on PC and Xbox games
Yep. Yep.
via your microphone or headset. Uh you don't have to have a device, which is pretty amazing.
Hmm.
And uh you still use the wake word, I believe.
I don't think you do.
Oh, you
I don't think you
don't?
have.
No,
I
you
don't think you
don't.
have to.
Oh my gosh.
We'll get into the FAQs at the bottom of the page.
Okay, okay.
But you brought up two good points that I wanted to make mention of was PC and Xbox.
Yes.
That caught my eye right away. So PlayStation, Switch, not at the moment.
Right.
Um,
The reason why PlayStation doesn't have it because they have their own thing.
okay, right, right.
Although I don't know if they have it integrated into games yet. So maybe they do. I just haven't figured that out. But
Yeah, I'm not sure. I haven't come across anything where it's been obvious enough that if it
most
is
of the
implemented, then I would know.
right, yeah, most of the stuff I see is like, hey, a PlayStation will launch this,
Hmm.
or play this, or something like that.
Yeah.
Not like this second block right here where she says celebrate.
Hmm.
So using voice commands enables most natural and human gaming experiences. Talk directly to NPCs with
Yes.
natural dialogue. What?
That blew my mind.
What?
Okay. So so pick any RPG right now that's out there. Let's Skyrim's been out for like 12 years now, I think.
Yeah.
So let's use Skyrim for an example. I can talk to Lydia, the companion, or I could go into any town and potentially talk to NPCs. Like, I want to buy something from your shop, sir.
Oh my
And it would
gosh.
open up the store. How how immersive is that? That's
That
insane.
is
That's cool.
amazing. I
Yeah.
want whatever game this is. I want it right now.
Yep.
Um,
Yep.
or whatever games have it already. I want them now.
Yeah. Yeah. So let's break this down a little bit more. I know this is spilling the beans. We kind of go high level, but
Yeah.
this is neat. Um, so when I originally read this and I saw that celebrate tag, my
Mhm.
mind immediately went Fortnite
Yep.
with like dance moves or something
Yeah.
like that. And that's immediately what I thought. And I was
Mhm.
like, okay, that's cool. That's a little gimmicky to me. Like
Yeah.
I don't know if I would use it, you know? Maybe if I was playing what else is out there? Like I used to play Halo pretty hard. And if at the end of that there was like a celebrate emote thing, okay, cool. If we did well. If I wasn't on your team, we usually did well. But yeah, so I like it. The natural dialogue caught my eye as well.
Mhm.
So if I can do my typical Kevin rambling and it will still understand what the point of what I'm getting at, pretty neat. Pretty
Yeah.
neat. But if it I hope it's implemented in the right not I don't want to say the right way, but an effective way. Because if it's just a matter of like let's use Fallout for an example. Fallout had dialogue choices like 1, 2, or 3.
Mhm.
If it's just if I just hit uh, the button to do that voice command for this, because it's specified between a voice command and a party talk type of thing. But if I hit the button for the voice action and I just say one, okay,
Mhm.
I would rather just press X,
Yeah.
that kind of thing. But when we talked about immersion real quick and it says show me the nearest quest,
Mhm.
that's pretty cool too. So I can just pull up my map at any time by saying map and
Mhm.
it would
Mhm.
pop it up.
Right.
Kind of neat. I like that.
Mhm.
Um, I'm not having to dig through menu options and scroll through and drill down between different items and things like that. Or hopefully, and this is one that I would use all the time, if I'm getting my butt handed to me and I need to use a healing potion, a med pack, whatever it is, and if I can just say it and it'll do it, perfect. Perfect. That's gonna keep me alive a little
Mhm.
bit longer.
Exactly.
So
Yep. I mean,
so
you
pretty
don't
cool.
even have to play A games
Mhm.
like Space Marauders, where you need to have those uh, potions when you're fighting.
Yeah. Well,
Uh,
select my most powerful weapon. Perfect. Perfect. That's pretty
Interesting.
cool. And right there in that easy section, it says no need to say
Yep.
Alexa for
Yep.
in-game
I
actions.
did see
So
that.
pretty cool.
Neat.
Um, so yeah, so there is only one game right now that has this functionality, and it's Dead Island 2.
Oh, okay, and
And
it's on pre-order.
correct, correct.
Still,
So
I
it
might need to get the game.
yeah, yeah. I didn't play the first one. I think I
Me
saw
either.
other people play it. I saw some walkthrough kind of let's play
Mm,
type of videos, but I have never played it myself. Um, but let's run through these FAQs real quick. There's on what games, and right now we just said that it's only Dead Island 2,
yep.
which isn't even out yet. I think it's important to mention that you do not need a Prime membership to use this. If
Mhm.
you have the game, you have the ability to do these things. So
Yep.
it's nice that it's not a subscription, it's not a microtransaction
Yep.
type of thing. It's just there. It's available if you want to use it. If you don't have to. The other important part that I want to talk about is right here, where it says, "How does an Alexa game control know whether I'm issuing a command or talking to a friend?" And it says here that Alexa game control can be configured for either push to talk, where you
Mm.
hold down a key or a button to activate that microphone, or voice activity, which is a gameplay mode that enables detection of a user's in game voice command. So, it says based on customer settings during the gameplay without using a wake word. So, maybe if
Neat.
you're just playing and you say map, it'll just do it.
Right.
So it's always kind of listening, I guess,
Mhm.
is how I kind of take that.
Exactly.
So pretty neat. I'm
It
excited to
is.
see this. I'm not a huge gamer, but I do enjoy getting some time just to relax and blow up some zombies or what have you. So
Mhm.
this could be this could be something I definitely take advantage of. Um,
Oh, yeah,
and of
and
course,
also, to for all you non, North Americans, it
yeah,
right now, it's only in North America, unfortunately.
right, right. Which we've talked about before. I get it. It's probably a rollout thing.
Yep.
Um, but you know, it's not just the US who has gamers. So
Mhm.
but it would be neat to see a lot of this stuff. Um, I know,
Yes.
even for kids or something, if you're playing kid games, Minecraft or Lego World or what
Yeah.
have you, pulling up these types of things makes it easier on the buttons and
Oh,
whatnot.
man, if I could, craft, stuff in Minecraft, like, craft a pickaxe or craft a instead
Yep.
of, X, go
Uh,
over,
uh,
oh, over,
wait,
over,
wait. How,
oh,
how
no,
how how
dang it!
many of these?
Went too
How
far.
many of these did I need? 12 of wait, 9 of these, 12 of those? Yeah.
Yeah. It is the menus were always clunky in that game.
Mhm.
Uh, so, but
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah. There is some
that would be
pretty cool
amazing.
potential here, and I'm excited
Hmm.
for it.
For sure.
Um, RPGs, I can definitely see taking
Oh,
advantage of this.
100%.
Some shooters, some puzzle games, platformers. Yeah, yeah, pretty cool.
For
So,
sure.
stuff to keep an eye
Oh,
on.
excuse me.
And if we hear any other games that come out with this, we'll definitely let you know for sure.
Hmm. Next up is our developer spotlight. We normally
Mhm,
do that in our Beaningful Conversations area. I still have not made the. I was making all these nice borders banners. I mean,
mhm.
today, and my computer completely crashed. So I
Uh-oh.
said, "Okay, I guess I'm giving up." At least for today. Um, so we don't have the banner yet. I don't know what happened to those banners, but even this one isn't the correct one. This
Oh,
is
okay. Oh, that's
extremely
right. That's right.
large.
It's different.
It's not as skinny as I had them before.
Mhm,
So I uploaded them when we were doing the streaming on the other service,
mhm.
and I must have deleted them for some odd reason. I thought that was a great idea.
No worries. No
But
worries.
anyways, uh we are going to be doing Stuart Pocklington.
Yes.
Um
Yeah.
so Stuart and I have been talking excuse me, talking for a bit now. Uh he is a I don't even have that up yet. He is also a Alexa I always forget what they're called.
Champion?
Yes.
Mhm. Yep.
He is a Alexa champion. Um, I do not have that up pulled up, but he has a great portfolio of skills. I will share his website. I can tell this is a WordPress site because I have one almost like it. Um, no, no, nothing wrong with that.
No,
Uh,
no, good stuff.
I
It's
like
it's
Word,
a very clean
not
website
WordPress.
too.
I'm at uh,
Git GitHub.
no, wow.
Words are hard.
What we use for like doing grid and stuff.
Like Flexbot? Flex Oh, man, words are hard. Oh, man, Flexbox? Or
Bootstrap.
what a Bootstrap.
Bootstrap.
Okay, okay.
Did I say that?
No, not
Okay.
yet, but
Okay.
we got it out. We got it out eventually.
Oh my
All
gosh.
good, all good.
Anyways, this is a
This is
bootstrap
coffee,
site.
I swear.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Anyways,
Yeah, yeah.
he has his services, his portfolio, his about. You can
Mhm.
uh contact him on all these different things. I do have his Twitter pulled up because I'm all about Twitter.
Yeah,
Um
yeah.
and I also have his YouTube channel. I guess he was doing some funny face shorts, but he does have some videos about his games as well.
Okay.
Um,
Yep.
and a lot of his games and stuff and his content is older. Um, but I mean, he's still highly involved in the community.
Right.
Like I said, I've been talking to him for quite some time now. Um, and he's on the Alexa Slack channel. So you can also find him there as well.
Mhm.
Um, uh, One I did find this article that was from Alexa when he created his Loop It game skill, whatever.
Mhm.
Um, so I thought that was pretty neat. I didn't read through the entire article, and I'm not really going to dive deep into it. But uh, uh, he uh, won the grand prize in a multimodal competition. Wonder if this
Nice.
was the
Nice.
one that I was in.
Could be, could be. I noticed that he had a Medium site
Yes,
as
I
well.
haven't even got there yet.
Oh,
He
yep, sorry,
does have a Medium site.
I'm rushing you.
No, you're
That's what
good.
I was bringing up,
Which I thought
I
it
saw
was
that he had APL
pretty
articles on there.
impressive.
Mhm.
I wish I wrote this many articles. Um, I have not. I've
I
not
need to
written a
do more of
single
that.
article.
Yeah.
I like writing, but I never find time to write it or think it's good enough to share with other people. So I really haven't done it myself. But he does, and I do like his articles that I've just skimmed them,
Mhm.
and they're pretty well written.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah, they have some humor to them, but
mhm.
yet they really do teach. You know, that if
Nice.
you're trying to understand something, he has a way of explaining it while being funny but to the point. So yeah, definitely well written. Um, I'd like to see some more if he has the time and puts them out there.
Yeah.
So
Stuart, it was 2019. All right. Is 2022. Let's see it. Come on. Come on.
yeah,
No, I'm just messing. Uh, Everyone has many different schedules nowadays. So, uh,
yeah, true, true.
2019 was a whole different era. But
Yeah, yeah.
two of the games uh, uh, I wanted to bring up
Mhm,
that he has is one is Mighty Cards. Now, Mighty Cards is actually my inspiration. Uh, what not to do? Not not a. I mean, it sounds horrible, but his game. to me, it was a little bit um, difficult to understand. So when I
Okay.
created Cards of Wonder, I was like, I want to be super simple.
Mhm.
But uh, his APL in Mighty Cards is second to none. I
Okay.
I that is another thing I strived for, to try to, emulate is what he did on, Mighty Cards. So
Huh.
there was good and bad, I guess, I brought, to Cards of Wonder because of Mighty Cards. Um, or both good, maybe? I don't know. Whatever. I'm just rambling on now.
Somebody has to pave the way, right? They
Right.
have to
Yeah,
lay
there you
that
go.
foundation. See,
Yeah.
I'm the one that shows you what not to do so that you can do it better, you know? So I'm right there. I understand what you're saying. So,
Um,
but so Mighty Cards, that looks good.
yep.
I saw that there was Santa's Little Helper, Eevee Assistant, which I believe was Charge Time Calculator, maybe. Um, Math Monsters. I think I've
North
seen
did you
Math
say North
Monsters
or
before.
Santa's Little Helper? You said
I
that?
mentioned it. Yeah, sorry,
Okay.
I mentioned it. I don't know
Ooh, EV
what it is.
assistant. So I'm guessing finding EV charging stations. I'm guessing you just said that.
I was
But
thinking it might have been a calculator, time calculator thing too.
oh,
I
time
don't know.
calculator. That could be
I
too.
don't know.
Yeah. Um
Um,
I guess we
so
uh,
I think I've seen Math Monsters before as well.
I
I
think so too.
when looking through the skill store, I believe that's popped up. I really like that logo. It really
Oops.
pops, catches your eye pretty well. So,
It does. Man, that's awesome.
hmm, yeah, pretty neat. Oh, it does find electric vehicle chargers. Nice.
Cool.
Cool.
And then there's Tiger Bean,
I saw
Chufa
that.
Chalk. Don't know what that is. But
I'm not sure what Tiger Bean is. I'm wondering if it's a UK
okay.
business maybe, but it looks like in his portfolio that he's partnered
Interafter
with them in the
story
past.
for Tiger and Bean. Well, their Chufa Chalk brand.
Yeah.
So I think it's a little bit of both.
Okay. Okay.
It's like
Yeah,
a
I'll have to
game,
check
but
that
it's
out.
also promoting a company of some sort.
Right.
So, but yeah, he has some really great APL in his stuff.
Mhm.
And he's worked with Matchbox.io. We
I
already
saw that.
knew Tiger Bean. Not sure who Lab is, or this other one, but
Yeah.
that's still pretty great. Pretty
Mhm.
awesome.
And it's nice to see a developer branch out a little bit too. In the fact that yes, there are games here with uh like Mighty Cards
Hmm.
and def like Loop. Well, I wouldn't even know if I'd call Loop it. We'll get to that. A game.
Yeah.
We'll get there. But it's nice to see branching out and having your skill set in multiple environments or multiple
Hmm.
genres and not just being focused on card games or news or what have you. It's very spread out, which is nice to see because you
For
can
sure.
take and I've done this. I know you've done this. You take things that you learn from over here and you can put them over
Oh
there
yeah.
and kind of tie things together and make it a better product. So really good. And I've looked through his skills and some of the reviews that he's gotten. Um, Most are positive. There's a few that aren't as positive, but sometimes
Hmm.
that just comes from maybe inexperience with voice, or perhaps maybe you can have a better tutorial that explain things a little bit better so that users aren't just hitting a wall or being frustrated with something.
Hmm.
But for the most part, they're solid skills. They're well received. So well done on that for sure.
Um,
Um,
I need
I
you to
saw
talk a little bit more.
no worries, no worries. Yeah, I've seen that. he also does, so up here with what we do with soapvox.io is voice development. So won 2 awards. So I think you mentioned one of them. I'd love to know what those are. I always like to see what and where people have gotten their accolades from.
Mhm.
It says over 100 million Alexa-enabled devices have been sold so far, and 50,000 plus skills are on the store already. So I believe that's old. That could be updated just a little bit because I believe we've crossed certain milestones for that.
Mhm.
But there's web development that he's done, or that they do. Maybe it's part of the organization or the company, but a lot of web dev stuff, which is fantastic to see. A lot of that helps with user experience, user interface, that kind of thing. There's app development that's been done as well. So I'm assuming mobile apps, solid expertise in mobile app. Yep. So potentially Android, iOS, those types of things. And something that caught my eye too was chatbots. So
Mhm.
I remember, what was it? Was it 20, probably about 2017? Chatbots started to really take off. You started seeing them in a lot of places. For example, there's a home improvement store here in the States called Lowe's, and I believe they were one of the first to implement chatbots. So you'd get a pop up when you're browsing their site and say that says, "Hey, how can I help you?" And then you can type in certain keywords, and it would pull certain results from that. Or you could ask for maybe a phone number, and it would pull it up. Or now it's gotten to the point where I can say I'm looking for eggshell white paint, and it'll tell me what aisle it's in. So pretty neat how that all
Nice.
ties together. So chatbots are something that I've always kind of enjoyed. Sometimes I find them annoying when I don't need them and I can't really get rid of them. But I think the technology is neat, and that's kind of what brought me into voice as well. So just having that chat with technology. So pretty neat. Pretty neat. But he also, or they, I keep saying he, but Soapbox also has contact us form there. So if you want to
Yep.
hear about more, or if you have a project you'd like to get involved with, need something done, need some wisdom, send a message. But all the socials are there: Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. And um, I'm sure he'd be more than happy to reach out. Pretty cool stuff.
Of course, we couldn't go without any uh, problems, right?
Uh-oh. What did we run into this section here?
So I was trying to get my uh, um, Fire Stick up and running again,
Okay, right, right.
but it is not doing anything.
Okay.
I wonder, do I still have? I do still have Alexa app. It's been a while since I've used this, so let's try it out.
Sure. Let's give her a shot.
Uh, Enable show mode. Yeah, we need show mode. All
So
right.
while you let me know when you fired it up, but I think we're going to test out Loop It,
Yes.
which uh, the description just says you can create your own amazing loops with Loop It. And then with a few minutes of using Loop It, it'll help you to create amazing sound loops. So it's definitely an audio based skill, perfect for that.
Mm-hmm.
Um, it's optimized for multimodal devices, which means your show and your spot. Um, but it's just as enjoyable to create your own loops on Alexa devices without a
Open.
screen.
Sorry, I'm not
So that's
sure.
perfect. Perfect. Um,
Play. Loop it. Open. Loop it.
Here's the skill Loop It by Soapfox. Loop It lets you create your own awesome loops. Say loops 1.
Where's loops 1?
What's that?
I'm trying to figure out how to
Oh, I'll
show
figure it
it.
out. Um,
Instead of
yeah, Alexa, open Loop It, start
oh,
Loop It,
there
launch
we
Loop
go.
It.
Alexa, Alexa, open Loop It.
Loop It lets you create your own awesome loops. Say loops 1, loops 2, or loops 3 to give the latest loops a whirl.
Loops 2.
Great. First choose your drum sample. Take a listen. This is drums 1.
I don't know why I don't have any.
Now drums 2.
Ooh, I like that.
And now
Is
drums
it working
3.
for you?
I forgot you can't see it.
Oh, that's all right. That's all right. All
Which
I
do you
can
want
see
to
is
use?
black screens, and I can't hear any audio from.
Loops 2.
Great. First choose your drum sample.
Or
Take a listen.
drums 2.
This is drums 1.
Alexa, drums 2.
Bingo! That will sound awesome. Now choose a bass sample. Take a listen.
Oh man, what did I do?
I see you now on my side of it. I couldn't hear any audio, but it sounded like it was working for you.
Yeah. Then I
Good.
closed out of it all the way. Don't go into show mode. That makes your entire screen a show.
Okay.
Uh,
Okay.
Alexa, open Loop It.
It does come with a premium in-skill purchase, which allows you
Alexa,
to email
open
your
Loop It.
it allows you to email yourself a
Let's
link
loop
to
it.
download the
To get
loops that you
started, say
create,
loops
which
1,
is
loops
pretty cool.
2,
Oh,
or
that's
loops 3
neat.
to choose which
Yeah,
sounds you want to experiment with.
$1.99. So it doesn't look like it's a recurring thing.
Loops 3.
Great. First choose your drum sample. Take a listen. This is drums 1.
You can't hear that, Kevin?
Now drums 2.
I don't hear anything. No.
Oh, okay.
I can hear you. Okay. That's all right. That's all right.
And now drums 3.
Alexa, drums 2.
Wahoo! That will sound awesome. Now choose a bass sample. Take a listen. This is bass line 1. Now bass line 2. And now bass line 3. Which do you want to use?
Bass line 2.
Okie dokie. That will sound awesome. Now choose a melody sample. Take a listen. This is melody 1. Now melody 2. And now melody 3.
Jamming out.
Which do you want to use?
Melody 3.
Wahoo! You have chosen drums 2, bass line 2, and melody 3. Say loop it to hear it, or say start over to choose again.
Loop it. Loop it.
Get ready, here comes your loop. In 3, 2, 1.
For someone who can't hear the audio, watching your head bounce around is highly entertaining.
Alexa, stop.
Come back soon to
So what'd
create
you
more
think?
awesome loops.
On a
When you're ready, just say
5-star
Alexa,
scale,
open
what would
loop
you
it.
give that? Your experience right now.
Yeah, sorry, I was listening. What did you
Oh,
say?
sorry. So based on your experience right now, if you had to give it like a star rating from 0 to 5, what were your thoughts?
Um, I would give it. Aw, come on. Where is it? Oh, cool beans.
There you go. Nice, nice. Cool,
Um,
cool.
but it also probably was my interaction with it. So
Okay.
I, if I did it on an actual device instead of this Windows thing, that
Hmm.
obviously doesn't work, I'm guessing I would have gave it a 5. Um,
Cool, cool.
because I believe it has visuals, and I wasn't able to see those visuals on the Windows
Uh,
version. And my Fire
okay.
Stick isn't working. So,
Yeah,
um,
I'll have to give this a shot as well. It sounded like you were enjoying it, or
it,
looked like
it
you were
was
enjoying it.
fun. I did play something like this before. I don't think I
Okay.
played Loop It though. Um, but pretty much you did the same thing. You made just soundtracks. Oh, it was the Trolls one.
Oh, yes. I think you did that on one of your streams before. I
Yeah.
remember that.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, I do
Yeah, the
remember that.
Trolls one, you could do the same thing.
Yep.
Um, but yeah, it was pretty easy to figure out what to do.
Hmm.
Um, like this one did have some bad stars saying didn't know what to do or whatever.
Saw
Um,
that. Saw that.
which I mean, I think at the beginning when you first launch it, um, if there was a slight more information about it, I mean, I might be just more used to skills and like I can figure
Right.
out things a little bit easier.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
maybe a little bit more instruction in the beginning. That's the only thing I could think of. But
Okay.
I thought it was pretty easy. You just said what beat you wanted or what section you're in. There was first there was drums,
Hmm.
bass, and then like a melody. So you just said whatever version of the melody, bass, and drums, and you then looped it and you made a song. So it was
Nice.
pretty cool,
Hmm. Cool. Cool.
pretty neat.
I'll have to check it out myself.
Yeah.
Well,
Um,
Stuart, it sounds like you did a good job.
for sure. I don't think I did share this one. I did not. So here it is. Let's loop it. Give it a loop. Ha! Ha. Get it? Give it
uh,
a try. Um, yeah. So that was pretty fun. Um,
hmm,
and I think that's all I have about Stewart. So still, yeah, amazing person.
cool.
Great at visuals and design and
Yeah.
uh just amazing. So,
Good, good. Well, I'm glad we picked Stewart as a developer spotlight. I see some really good stuff that's come out from his skill set,
mhm,
and hope to see some updates. I enjoyed reading his Medium articles. I'll have to keep an eye on his Twitter account for any updates and posts and things as well. So
mhm.
sounds good. Sounds good. You picked a good one, Will.
Alrighty. Now, we got Bean of the Week.
Nice, nice. Yeah, this is our little section where we kind of wind down. Just pick something that we've come across, whether it's a service or an item or a game or what have you, that doesn't have to be technology related, doesn't have to be voice related, but just something that we enjoyed throughout the past week.
Mhm.
So, what did you pick, Will?
Mine is Marvel Future Revolution.
Ah,
Yeah,
okay.
Revolution.
Yep, yep.
Um, have you played it before?
I did. When it first came out, I hit it hard for a while. Because it was mobile. That's what I picked it up for was the
Yep.
iPad. So I was
Mhm.
playing it on an iPad.
Nice. I would
Yep.
love to play it on iPad. I never thought of that. I've
It
been
was
playing it
good.
on my
It was good.
phone,
Yeah.
and overheating my phone.
It's definitely graphic intensive. If
It is. It is
yeah.
so amazing. The
Mhm.
best graphics that I've seen for a mobile game, I think. Um,
Yeah, yeah,
and uh, so easy to get lost for an hour or two.
or three
It
or four.
yeah, in it. Uh, I all I know is when my phone gets super hot, it's time to shut it
Right,
down.
right.
So, yeah, it is for Apple. It is for Android. Um, and I wonder if what? Yeah, there it is. So they have. Oh, this isn't even all the characters. So these are the starting characters that you could get. Um, Spider-Man, Iron Man, Captain America, Doctor Strange, Black Widow, Captain Marvel, Storm, which I thought was really awesome to have
Yeah.
Storm instead of like all the normal X-Men. And then Star-Lord also. I was pretty
Mhm.
surprised to see Star-Lord as well. All these others I was like, okay, that's normal. Yeah, whatever.
Right, right.
But let's see if they have anything. This is the craziest thing I've ever never seen. So many different types of suits or uniforms, and you can
Yeah.
customize them. Four different your head, your main body, a like a your arms, and
Mhm.
your feet. Um,
Yeah.
so it's crazy how many different uh things you can modify. Uh okay, well, I guess they're not going to say it. So what I was super pumped about is they got magic in here. I
Oh,
think it
really?
was 2 months, maybe 3 months ago, maybe even
Okay.
longer ago. But
Yeah.
I just picked it up 2 weeks ago, and I played it every day. Um, I've been playing Magic, but they also just released in the last week or 2, is Wolverine, um,
Ooh.
which I was more like, okay, Spider-Man, Wolverine, yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
already.
yeah,
We already seen those. But Magic,
yeah,
she
yeah.
is totally awesome, and my favorite for sure. She's right there if you couldn't tell. Oh, and there's a Marvel poster right there too, but right there is Magic. I only have
Okay.
her as a solo picture. So she is my favorite character in Marvel for sure. So I
Nice,
was
nice.
very excited to see her and play her. I love her play um the way she plays.
Mhm.
Wolverine is fun too. Um, oh, there is another one, Scarlet Witch. So there's
Okay,
3 of
that makes sense. Yeah,
yeah, Scarlet Witch. I think she dropped when the movie came out.
I was gonna
So
say that. That makes sense. That sometimes they release that. Like I could see She-Hulk coming out next or
right.
something like that.
Mhm.
Like they
Mhm.
always kind of parallel those together.
Yep.
But
But yeah.
I started out with Doctor Strange. Doctor Strange was my first character,
Okay.
and then I was like, okay, I put an embarrassing amount of hours in on Doctor Strange. I'm gonna switch over and try somebody else, and I did Star Lord. And
Okay.
you'd think like they're similar play styles in a way, but each one has their own individual feel.
Oh yeah.
It's really well done.
Mhm.
Yeah.
For sure.
So yeah, I
Yeah.
had to play with the iPad plugged in. It would drain it fast. So
I bet. I'm gonna have to try it on the iPad. So
yeah, definitely recommend it.
uh yeah,
Definitely.
I just had to bring this up because I just love it so much. And I've been playing
Cool.
it so much.
Cool. Yeah, that's a great pick. Definitely. Definitely a good pick. So
And yours.
yeah, so mine is actually so my wife's birthday was this past weekend. And instead of getting her like a gift or whatever, we wanted to do something, right? And
Mhm.
so I live in Western Pennsylvania, and this place called Yaks and Tracks, or excuse me, Tracks and Yaks, is in Maryland. It's only about an hour and 15 minutes away from me,
Yeah.
and it's near Frostburg, if that's like the main town that's near it. But the area is very historic, so it's got all these railroads that ran through it. They were known for certain industries, and a lot of like the colonial era stuff is
Okay.
very important. Like the heritage is still there,
Yeah.
and I'm not as much of a history buff as I should be, but I did recognize some of the names. Like George Washington went through this place, and so went through that way and stayed at this place or whatever. But what they did was they took this rail system that's all through here, and you
Mhm.
can get on what's called a rail bike. And it's like this custom seat that you sit in, and it has railroad like train tires on it. It's like those
Mhm.
big metal circles,
Mhm.
and they sit on there and you turn them with a bike pedal. Except for you really don't have to pedal at all. So we did a 15-mile trail, and I think the last maybe quarter of a mile I had to pedal, even though
What?
it was on a I'm not kidding. Even though it was a so they went into like all the details, like it's a 3% grade from here to here and until you
Okay.
get to what they call the meadow, and like there were all these like scenic outlooks and stuff you could get off and like look and whatever. And so it was a 3% grade. We were cruising. Like
Hmm.
I think we did those 15 miles in an hour and 45 minutes. So that was pretty quick,
Yeah.
and it was like on this open air rail bike.
Yeah. I
Super cool.
have the I think this picture of it up.
Nice. Nice.
I
Um
don't see any. Oh, here's another. Here's a
yeah, I
big
think there are
picture.
a few pictures. Yeah. Uh fun fact is only the back has brakes. But,
Oh,
so I sat in the back, and the 5-year-old was on my left side, and then
okay.
my wife was in the front, and then our 2-year-old. And the 2-year-old had, like, a 5-point harness thing on.
Okay.
Absolutely loved it. Loved every
Really?
minute of it. It was so cool just to hear her giggle and laugh and whatever. So it was great. The trip was fantastic. And then what we did, so you're 15 miles down, and you kinda, like, bike into this town called Frostburg.
Mhm.
And what they did was they restored this special train, and it's a combination steam, coal, something, something. And there's only 11 of them in the entire world. So
Wow.
we actually got on this train and rode it the 15 miles back up the same trail that we went. So it was like pretty neat because we went through a couple tunnels that were on there, and there were some scenic overlooks that
Mm,
it'd been nice to look at again. So we got to see them again on the train. Um, they had a snack cart on the train, which was awesome.
nice.
Um, we met the conductor. It was just a really good time. So
Wow.
def- definitely
Yeah,
recommend
it
this
looks
this
pretty
trip. Yeah,
beautiful out there.
yeah, yeah. Really nice country. Had great weather. So if you're in the area for that, it's you could do the whole thing in like 4 hours if you wanted to. So
It
definitely
did,
recommended.
how long was the trip back?
The trip back was I think an hour and 20 minutes
Okay.
for this refurbished like one of only 11 trains.
Yeah.
And the
That's
thing with the
impressive.
it was cool. Like I'm not a train guy, but like I was like listening to every word that they were saying about this train. Like it doesn't have a lot of speed at all,
Mhm.
but the amount that it of freight that it could carry rivals anything today. Like it was just crazy.
Hmm.
So I wasn't
Wow.
worried about getting stuck. So
Nice.
yeah, good. It was a good one.
Cool.
But yeah, so I think we covered some pretty cool stuff today. We talked about the Alexa game control. Really
Mhm.
excited. Really looking forward to some more games for that.
For
Um,
sure.
I don't. Yeah, I don't know if anything could be made backward compatible, but I can dream.
Ah,
Um,
yeah.
um, but we talked about that. We talked about Stewart and all his development.
Mhm.
Some really good skills out there. His APL stuff is fantastic. Potentially definitely a really good resource if you need to reach out. So, um, and then we covered kind of some of our fun stuff to kind of wind it down a little bit. So I think it was a really good stream.
It was. And besides the Fire Stick, we didn't have any troubles.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah, we did.
so,
Yeah,
that was great. Let's hope for many more of these great streams, coming up. So,
yeah, yeah.
uh, thanks everyone for watching or watching in the future. As
Hmm.
always, give us a comment below, or you can always message us on Twitter. My Twitter is WRONGHOLT. Kevin?
I am at KJ Evans 2787. Um, Always up for a conversation. Doesn't have to be voice. Can be anything that strikes your fancy. So, and if you
Nice.
are a developer and would like us to spotlight you as well, definitely reach out. We'll do a due
Yes,
diligence on it and make some progress.
for sure. All right. Uh, thanks everyone once again, and stay safe. Bye all.